Yo, what is up, ladies and gents? Today we're going to be going over possibly the best gun in Call of Duty Zombies yet to this day in Cold War. Now, I know this can kind of go on a debate in between a few guns, but I'm kind of going to be going over those arguments and telling you guys what I think about every single high-tier gun currently that is in the weapon pool, like excluding the ray gun and the wonder weapon of the map. And then I'll be going over the damage numbers and all that. So I think that we have officially discovered probably the best gun yet to this day on this game, and it is the M16. I think this thing is just absolutely disgusting all around in every single mode so far that is in the game. It's disgusting in campaign, multiplayer, and zombies. Absolutely busted gun all around. It's been OP since the beta. I still don't know how this gun not been touched upon since the beta at all. Like, the nerf with the M16 and the AUG in the last two patches was so minimal that it just did not do anything to the gun. And I think that once you get this gun to full attachments, this thing is just the shred weapon of the M16. Scaling wise in zombies, I'm pretty much going to be covering it in zombies. I'm not going to be talking about it in multiplayer because it's a zombies video. This thing is a beast. This thing can scale like a monster into the late game and is absolutely demonic in the early rounds, and you can pretty much get away with not upgrading this thing until a couple of rounds later because it just does so much damage. Once you guys get that first pack-a-punch in, I feel like it just gets that huge power spike of the 6-round burst. I have been, trying out a lot of guns to see what the best potential gun could be, and so far I've come down to a list of 3, and that is the Gallow, the 1911, and the M16. The high-tier weapons that you could just absolutely shred to any round with, and it's just, I think, the 3 best guns that scale the most in every single gun that I've tried so far. First off, the 1911, I feel like we've got a really good gun. Personally, my favorite gun. I really like the gun because it's very mobile, and that's probably my main point that I would say. And you've got a pretty good fire rate, a pistol, and then pairing it up with a dead shot, you have some devastating damage with it. So I think the 1911 hits for a roundabout 18k crit. It's 18 or 17k crit once having dead shot and max just everything on the gun. They're hitting 17k crits, and then I'm pretty sure you fall off to a 7k damage output all around on the normal bullets after hitting that lethality hit with the first bullet of Deadshot. So on the average, you're going to be killing a zombie inside of 4 shots, which is pretty decent. Now, moving on to the Gallow, the reason why the Gallow is so good is because it's a shotgun. I think that shotguns have just been dominant in the game for so long now, and of course, once again, the Spaz 12 in this game, aka the Gallow, is just disgusting. It's really good at doing damage in the early rounds, mid rounds, and late game. Once you pack punch it, I'm pretty sure close range the Gallow can one-shot any zombie, and it's just all around disgusting with damage. It shreds the bosses as well. But the thing that I don't like about the Gallow is that you have to be extremely close, and coming into the late game rounds, if you're going past 53, the zombies do get really fast, and having to go up to the zombies at legit point blank range is kind of not the best thing that you want to do. You always want to keep your distance between the zombies, try to not get hit, and the whole point of the game is kiting, and so it's still a very good gun. You can use it to pretty much any round. It's just going to absolutely shred. But I still feel like there's some downsides to it, and having that close range effectiveness really drop off can sort of screw you up. But now, moving on to the M16, I think this gun has some disgusting amount of damage, and here's why. So the initial burst of lethality that you're going to get on that first bullet of your 6-round burst is going to be I'm only going to cover here the late game stats because I feel like that's pretty much what comes down to what does the most damage. So yeah, the M16 does have a huge amount of damage up on the late rounds, and it's just because you are hitting a 10k crit of lethality up on the first bullet of that burst, and the M16 consists of a 3-round, or not a 3-round, but a 6-round burst once you pack-a-punch it. So technically, you'll be hitting that 10k crit on every zombie in the head, and I'm not also going to be covering the body shots, because I feel like if you're just not hitting heads, that's, you know, kind of on your end. I feel like if you're playing zombies, you should just be hitting heads, and that's why I'll just be covering the headshot damage. So 10k up on crits, and then you're dealing 5.8k, I think, on every single other bullet. So do the math, a 10k plus 5 times 5, that's a 25k damage plus 10. You're dealing 35k damage, which is well enough to kill a single zombie in any round in this game, since they cap out at 30k health at round 40. So this thing is just absolutely disgusting. Dealing a 35k crit in just one burst is just absolutely disgusting. And the fact of why this gun is also really good is because of the penetration damage. Now, that's also another fact why Gallow kind of gets beaten in this part, is because the Gallow doesn't penetrate zombies, but it deals a really huge amount of damage on that first zombie it hits. The M16, however, you can obliterate zombies with that penetration. Once you get Deadshot, I feel like you can kind of just get rid of all of this. So having that stamina up and Deadshot combo with this gun, I feel just really helps you, because first you'll be getting that extra backpedal speed if you aim down sight and just have the gun ready in your hands all around. The backpedal speed just gets much better. But the thing that's really good with Deadshot is that your no-scope accuracy gets really good. So you can just become a hipfire warrior and just run around and just dink zombies everywhere, just because you become so accurate with the Deadshot perks. And I don't know, the attributes just really help you, and I feel like that's a really good way to just get rid of the downside of just not having that mobility. Now, of course, you know, you're probably going to find it a bit less faster than having a pistol in your hand, but I still feel like it's amazing, and all around I think it's a gun that's really worth the try, and is just probably the best gun in zombies right now. So definitely worth to take a try. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed this kind of in-depth video on what the best gun is so far in zombies, and hope you guys stay tuned for some more awesome content. See you guys in the next one. Peace.